So, guys, I have some very exciting and very interesting news involving DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is going to be the biggest television event of the year. Now, we all know that there is already a Supergirl and a Superman. So, Tyler Hoechlin's version of Superman, which was featured in last year's crossover, will be returning in this upcoming year's crossover once again. And I'm super excited for that. But guess who else is suiting up as Superman, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this picture right here. Boom. Brandon Routh, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys remember Superman Returns, that film that got such bad reviews, but in my opinion was a pretty decent film, and the actor itself portrayed a pretty decent version of Superman. Well, he will be returning as Superman, but in the Arrowverse, ladies and gentlemen, not in the DCEU. Now, there is an actual difference because what's seen on TV is also known as the DCTV universe, which is entirely different from the DC extended universe or the DC cinematic extended universe. You know what I'm saying? So there is a difference in case people tell you that, oh, it's pretty much the same thing. It does features the same characters, but they tell two different sides of a story. You know what I'm saying? So with the TV version, you have all these, Justice League characters, but the group itself has not been formed. But then when you think about the DCEU, there is a Justice League that has already been formed, and there was a Justice League movie that, came out. You know what I'm saying? But aside from all of that, as I mentioned, Brandon Routh will be suiting up as Superman again, but only in this DCTV crossover event. Now, I honestly was on board for, Tom Welling to return as possibly in Golden Age Superman, but with the idea of Brandon Routh, I'd say that that's pretty awesome in itself, you know what I'm saying? Because now they don't have to jump through loops with Tom Welling because I believe the situation at hand is basically getting Tom Welling to get into the Superman suit, and that's how he felt about it back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when it was towards the finale of Smallville, in which they were supposed to, full out get a Superman in the, blue tights and stuff like that, but Tom Welling himself had a problem with suiting up in spandex and, the underwear and stuff like that. And basically, he didn't want to be seen in that. You know what I'm saying? It felt kind of embarrassing to him, and that is the way that he felt. Now, I'm not entirely sure if he still feels that same way, coming into this current age where the uniforms, you know what I'm saying, like the costumes and stuff like that is totally different now. We're in a different age, but that can still be an issue for Tom Welling. So now you bring in a familiar face, and boom, you know what I'm saying? Now there is no problem because Brandon Routh has worn the Superman suit before. There was no complaints. And then there was so many, Easter eggs involved within his Legends of Tomorrow show, and them talking about Superman and how Kara looks like his cousin, blah blah blah. That was a huge Easter egg moment if you guys remember that from the Invasion crossover. And just bringing Brandon Routh in is pretty awesome in itself. You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna have two Supermans, and if you guys remember from the comics and the animation, that is definitely accurate. But it is called multiverse for a reason. So you can have multiple versions of multiple characters from different Earths, different ages, from different time periods, etc., etc. So that does mean that there's still a possibility that Tom Welling could be some iteration of a Superman, or he can be a different character entirely. You know what I'm saying? Because he did mention that himself, that he's willing to play any character in the universe. So it's definitely up for grabs at this moment. So we have Tyler Hoechlin's version of Superman will possibly be our Superman going on into the future. You have this one-time appearance from Brandon Routh's version of Superman, and then you have a possibility with Tom Welling either being Superman or he can be Batman. Now, I say Batman because he did actually say, as I said once again, that he's willing to suit up as any character in the Arrowverse. So, the possibilities at this point is definitely, limitless. You know what I'm saying? For Tom Welling, he has the build for it. He has the chiseled features to play both Bruce Wayne and or Batman. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love this idea. Either one of them could definitely come back and play Superman. I don't have a problem with it. I think it was brilliant bringing back, Brandon Routh into the fold of Superman once again. Now, we do see him play the Atom on Legends of Tomorrow, but we're not exactly sure in what direction they're going with the Atom character because it is slightly different from anything you guys have seen in the comics and in animation. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Brandon Routh should return as Superman in the Arrowverse? Do you think it's a ludicrous idea? Do you support it? Do you love it? Are you a fan of Brandon Routh personally? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, I will be putting out more videos for you guys pertaining information of the upcoming seasons and anything pertaining to San Diego Comic-Con. Be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you're new, turn on your post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.